What's up, locker room? Well, I'm back in Dallas. I got back this morning. Let me tell you something. I had a feeling it was going to be a day like this because I got up. I left Miami 5 o'clock this morning. Forget about the party. Forget about everybody. I got to get back for church so I can pray, so the Cowboys can have a win this day. When we were coming back, they had shut down the airport for weather. They diverted me to Oklahoma, so I didn't get back here till about noon. And I didn't go to church. I knew right then when I was driving home from the airport, I said, shit, this is about to be a bad day because I didn't go see the Lord. And I was right. I don't understand why I just can't have one good damn weekend where Miami wins, Colorado wins, because, it's my boy Dion, and then the Cowboys win. I just want one damn weekend like that. Just one weekend. All of it circulates around football. My whole life does. So when football's up, I'm up. When football's down, I'm down. And then sometimes it leaves me hanging around middle ground. Miami won. Dallas lost, and it was a bad loss. Dion got destroyed. Bad all the way around. Let's talk about that Cowboy game. 44-24. Let me tell you what I saw, man. We talked all about this, and I talked about it prior to going into this game when I said on the road they were averaging about 21 points a game. They put up 24. At home, they're averaging 40-some points a game. That's the kind of score they need to score everywhere. That's what I told you guys. They have to learn to do that on the road. We had given the excuse of not doing it on the road because you did not have CeeDee Lamb. But you have him now, and you still didn't get it done. Let me tell you what I see that I don't think this team is going to do enough of to overcome that little league defense they have playing in the National Football League right now. I just don't know if I'm not saying we don't have enough offensive talent on the team to overcome that poor defense, because you got enough talent to put up 40 points a game. You really do. But the problem is it's these little things. You playing against a guy like Sean Payton, who's going to focus on the little things. You are hurt in the secondary. So what is he going to do? He's going to attack where you are weak most. We don't focus on those little things. We early on in that drive, the game, Dallas makes the first drive, and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, maybe this is going to be okay. Maybe okay. Maybe God's saying you tried to get back. It wasn't your fault. I'm going to honor the effort and make sure the Cowboys played back great. So the first drive, I thought that's what it was. And then right toward the end of that first drive, there was a couple things that happened. Pat Surtain, they tried to throw a ball to George Pickens in the end zone. Pat Surtain kind of knocked it away, but he came down. He was hurt. He got hurt. They had to take him off the field. Then we come back out. CeeDee lines up on the right. George Pickens lines up on the left. They run a little pick, try to run a little pick and get CeeDee the ball in the end zone to the right, as opposed to throwing it backside one-on-one to George Pickens, who was on the cornerback that had come in for Pat Surtain. Pat Surtain was playing George Pickens all over the field. And Riley Moss in the safety would help double team CeeDee Lamb. I told you they would use that technique. And Dak gets the ball and he tries to throw it in to CeeDee Lamb instead of taking the backside one-on-one. I was like, these are the little things that you have to do when especially you have that kind of defense who's going to give up points every time. It's going to be 3 or 7. There's no getting around it. And they couldn't stop anybody today. And then the one time they did get a stop on 3rd down early in that game, they were lined up off sides. Denver gets another 1st down because of the lined up off sides. They stopped them on 3rd and 4 or something like that. But then they get a 1st down on the pre-snap penalty, which Dallas had a lot of those. And then of course there's no way. There's just no freaking fucking way Dallas can stop anybody twice. If you get 2 stops the whole game with that defense, it's a miracle. It's literally a miracle. So once you got that 1 stop, after you didn't get a touchdown the first time, that was it. It was over. Bo Nix looked like John Elway. Everything he threw was a perfect pass. Everything that team did worked perfectly. They dissected the Dallas Cowboys, broke them down, chewed them up, and spit them out. Dak Prescott played his worst game of the year. Threw interceptions. This was an ugly showing, and it shows you the volatility of this whole unit. You know, offense can look so good at home and so bad on the road. I was wondering, because, you know, Denver's a hard place to play. And, okay, I'm starting to think about maybe the communication issue, they can't hear, but you have to know how, and you have to learn how, and you have to be ready to handle those adversity on the road. You're not going anywhere. Certainly not to a playoffs, and certainly not nowhere anything near a championship game or Super Bowl if you can't play on the road. And right now, Dallas can't play on the road. As a matter of fact, Dallas can't play defense on the road, at home, in heaven, or in hell. No matter where you are, their defense is non-existent. And if that's the case, and it is the case, you got to have an optimized offense to take advantage of everything, and so keen and so sharp to even give you a chance. I'm not even putting anything else on the defense. I can't even. Disappointment only comes when you put expectations on something. And how the hell can anybody in their right frame of mind, anybody with any eyes in their head, any eyes in their head. And I got 5 eyes. I got these 2 and 3 in my name. I got 5 eyes. Anybody with any eyes can see. There is no such thing as D in Dallas. A lot of people like to mess around and call it the Alice Cowboys. They said take the D out because there is none, and there is not any. This man. I don't give a damn now how many first-round draft picks you have. And I'm beginning to believe even if you use all of them right now, and when it got all first round draft picks and put them on that defense, it still can't help. It couldn't help. I know Dallas is banged up, but people are banged up all over the league. And I'm sorry, we're coming up on week 9 now. This Matt Eberflus thing, something has to change here. I don't know what's going on here. Somebody has to do something. And I don't want to give them, I don't give a damn about we got these many players hurt, we got this. It's all over the league. And people are still finding ways to get things done. And I mean, I don't even know if you can call this a professional defense that we are watching right now. I understand that the offense is going to be up and down. But damn, can somebody decide, anybody just decide to play some defense? I mean, God almighty. One moment in the game, it was one big play after the other. One big play after the other. One big play after the other. I was like, wow. I mean, everybody. People don't even know who they're covering. I don't give a damn if you get beat. This is a physical game and you're playing against professionals. And they get paid to make plays also. So sometimes you're going to lose. Sometimes you're going to get beat. But damn. I'll take sometimes getting beat, but all the times getting beat down is a whole nother story. It's all the time not getting beat down, and that is just, man. And I just don't see enough out of the offense. I don't see where they say, we got a match. We got a match. We got to go pound for pound. Shit, they score a touchdown, we score a touchdown. They score a field goal, we score a touchdown. We got a match. They get no points, we get at least a field goal. You got a match. Anyone can see. Don't expect anything out of the defense. I need this offense to come into every game with a matching damn mentality. A matching mentality. I don't know, even offensively, if I say bad game plan. You know, I thought that first time down, right, when we got down to the goal line, they handed the ball off to Javonte one time, bam. Then the second time they tried to roll out and throw a ball. Okay, that's the ball I think that went to, that's the ball that went to George. That Pat got hurt.
Cowboys Nation, this week we find ourselves in a strange paradox. On one hand, we witness a disaster of a defensive outing. On the other, we see glimmers of hope, young talent stepping up, a rookie making plays when everyone else was struggling. That tension, that contrast is the storyline for our team right now. It's raw, it's real, and it demands our attention. Let's set the stage. The Dallas Cowboys nearly collapsed defensively in Week 8. The opponent torched them. The unit was exposed. From start to finish, the defense looked broken. Players out of position, schemes not executing, big plays given up, and yardage piling up. When your defense falls apart like that, it's not just a bad game, it's a warning sign. Yet in the midst of that chaos, a rookie cornerback rose. Enter Tre'Quiz Bridges, a 7th-round pick. A claimed waiver, a rookie patiently waiting for his opportunity. In the very game in which the Cowboys' defense crumbled, Bridges made one of the very few plays that stood out. 4 tackles, 2 passes defensed, 1 interception. The lone turnover generated by the defense that day. That's not just good for a rookie, that's notable in a game where the rest of the defense looked lost. Here's why that matters. Because when your defense is that far off the standard, when the veteran pieces are struggling, you need someone, anyone, to show up. Bridges showed up. He didn't fix everything, he didn't carry the unit, but he offered a moment of relief, a moment of promise. In Cowboys Nation, we cannot ignore those moments, because often those moments become the foundation of something bigger. Let's dig a little deeper. Bridges' path is compelling. Last season at Florida, he played corner and safety, demonstrated impressive size, speed, length. He went in the 7th round, got waived by one team, claimed by Dallas. And now, when the team is injured at cornerback with All-Pro Trevon Diggs sidelined, Bridges is getting the spotlight. In a unit that's been failing, he's flashing. In a defense that's leaking yardage, he's holding water. That alone should excite you. But the bigger picture, the Cowboys must press that excitement into change. The defensive architecture must evolve. The coaches must coach sharper. The players must play harder. The mist has been too great, too many games allowed, too many big plays given up. A single rookie's interception won't solve it all, but it is a signpost. Here's the emotional core. We are in Cowboys Nation. We are the franchise known for dominance, for imposing will. We are the team that bears the star. To wear that star means more than scoring touchdowns. It means stopping them. It means resilience. It means swagger on both sides of the ball. When you see a young player like Bridges rising in the wreckage, it gives you belief that maybe, just maybe, this defense can climb out. So what must happen from here? Opportunity, turned into minutes, into trust. Bridges must see more snaps. He must play in key situations. When you're a rookie and you deliver in a crisis stretch, you must be rewarded. He must be given the opportunity to build on that interception. Leadership and correction from veterans, because a rookie alone cannot fix systemic failure. The veterans, the coaches, they must step up. They must raise their standard. The schemes must align. The communication must improve. The coverage must tighten. The pressure must arrive. Fix the leaks, not just patch them. This is about more than one coverage bust. It's about consistent execution. It's about closing gaps, maintaining assignment discipline, tackling. When your defense allows chunk plays, sustained drives, big yardage, the offense will eventually falter or the game will slip. We cannot afford that. Momentum shift. A rookie's interception doesn't end the story. It begins one. You build from that. You build confidence. You build identity. You build a culture of playmaking. Bridges' play can be leveraged. Coaches can say, that's how we play. That's the standard. If that's spread quietly throughout the locker room, we shift. Most importantly, Cowboys Nation, you must remain engaged because you are part of the story. Your energy, your belief, your expectation, they matter. When a rookie makes a big play, you applaud, you amplify. When a defense falters, you demand better, you hold accountable. You are this team's backbone. Now let me bring you full circle. Yes, the defense stumbled. Yes, the performance was ugly, but the story does not end in week 8. The story is still in progress. The offense is providing firepower. The star on the helmet is still shining. And now we have a young player stepping into the light. That combination, offense, identity, and youth, gives Dallas a real shot. In closing, the Dallas Cowboys are faced with a test of character, coaching, and culture. Can we pivot from busted coverage and blown assignments to interception makers and defensive stands? Do we have the will to demand excellence on both sides of the ball? I believe we do. You should believe we do. Because when the offense is strong and the defense begins to respond, that's when we return to contender status. So now I ask you, Cowboys Nation, what did you think of Tre'Quez Bridges' interception? Is he the future of this cornerback room? And what change do you want to see most from the defense? Let me know in the comments below. While you're here, if you believe in this team, hit that like button. And if you want all the updates, all the breakdowns, all the rallying cries, subscribe to Cowboys Nation Report and join this ride with me. We rise, we fight, we defend, because the star on the helmet must shine, not just when we score, but when we stop. Let's go, Cowboys!